Well, good morning. It is July 23rd, Wednesday. We've got a chilly morning, to say the least. Got a brisk wind coming out of the east that's just cold enough to make it miserable. So we're going to be breaking camp and headed down to the lower country and spend the evening there and then head on home the next morning early. Hopefully beat the wind across the desert. But we did have another interesting night last night. Had whatever it was back in camp again. So we spent the night with dogs growling and barking and too scared to go outside. And then this morning, they all woke me up as about an hour later than normal, and all three of them couldn't make it out to go potty. They went right there in front of my door. So whatever it was, none of them wanted anything to do with it. You know, this weather station camp's a nice camp when it's probably 90 to 100 degrees and it's shady in here, but it's been cool the last couple of days and it's downright cold. It's just not any fun. You got to sit around the fire, your heater's running constantly in the trailer, so which is very unheard of this time of year. I got my thermostat set at 55 degrees and it was constantly running last night. So anyways, I'm going to go in and get our dishes done and straighten up the trailer a bit. When we start hooking everything up, I'll show you how we do it. See you in a bit. Well, all we got left now is to load the bike up, pick up some garbage, and we'll be headed down the road. I'll fold up our little bucket. The last thing's our flag. Well, let's get on down the road. Loose chain. I'll tighten that up here in a bit. And little Bambi and White Dog are way down there by the creek getting a drink. Suki, get over here. Come on, Sooks. And there's Dragon Head, or the Dragon's Mouth, they call it both. It means we're about out of the canyon. Oh boy, that was an hour coming down through there, probably 15 miles, 10 miles an hour. Oh boy. The worst is yet to come though. We got a really rough road out to the highway, and the highway is just about as rough as the gravel, so we've got a long afternoon ahead of us. Well, we're officially out of the canyon. And now we're on the really rough road. This will take us another hour to go, probably about the same, 15 miles. Average speed about 10. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we'll get back with you as soon as we got something worth filming for you. Yeah, that's where we came out of. That old rough road. Yeah, we're taking let the little dogs out to stretch their legs and to check things out. Make sure all my tires are up and my straps are on. Yeah, it's up the main road. Suki, get off the road. Well, everything looks like it should. Yeah, that's the only drawback about going into there. How rough that road is. Now ahead of us, probably got about a 10-mile section of oil dirt road that's not in the best shape. Then after that, we hit the Lost River Highway. And boy, that's a rough one. Things we do for fun. Well, this road's just a little bit better. Still full of washboards and potholes, but the big rocks are gone. And we pulled out of camp at exactly 2:35. Right now it's 4:45. We had 2 hours to get across that. We probably got another hour and a half maybe to our next little camp spot where we'll spend the night. And then tomorrow's a breeze. We're right on the highway then, and probably won't even be nothing there to even film for you. We'll catch up with you as soon as we hit the this rough blacktop again. the speed sign back there coming through that ranch said 35. I haven't been going over 30. Just a rough road with a trailer. Put 2 trailers on behind you, it's even rougher. But we'll get there. Well, we're making some progress. The road now's got some paint on it and there's some traffic. Not really smoothing out any though. Well, we made it to our camp tonight. We're not even going to unhook from the truck or even level it. It's enough just the way it is. We're just gonna have some cold ham and cantaloupe for dinner. But we're still on the Little Lost River. It's a whole different country. And man, that wind is howling across the desert. I'll let you take a look at it. Yeah, it's pretty bare. The only green we got is right here on the creek. Last year when I stayed here, this big cottonwood was still standing, as well as another one over there that came down. Kind of took the shade out of it. But it'll do for the night, because I am not going to be driving across the desert in this wind. Little Bambi didn't waste any time getting up here on this log with me. See if Bambi can jump down from that. She's a little agile when she wants to be. But anyways, I really enjoyed staying here last year. This year it's got a whole different feel to it. Well, Suki found me a set of bungee cords. A little creek is still there. Got a bunch of big old goldenrod here. I believe that's what that's called. Some willows, Russian olive, and some juniper. As well as these dang thing cockleburrs, but they're not ripe yet, so they won't stick. But we'll be up first thing in the morning and hitting the road. I've had a few videos come out. If I haven't commented, it's because I'm up here making more. Well, these places I go, there is no service, no Wi-Fi, nothing like that. And I'm up here sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, it just depends. So I'm kind of in the dark when I come back into the service area and see everything that's going on, but sometimes that's a good thing. I did have a viewer who said these videos deserved a lot more views than they're getting, but I don't know how to do that. I guess if you guys share, I guess, probably help me out, but either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is just my hobby. I enjoy doing it. When you're up here in these mountains and places alone, it's basically you're talking to your audience, which is you guys, when they get published. So if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, comment, and share. And until next time, see you later.